Okay, so it all started when I was in ninth grade. Okay, I started dating this boy. Let's name him John. Okay, I started dating this boy named John, and John's ex, let's name her Sarah. So John and Sarah used to date. I don't know how long they dated. I didn't really ask because I didn't really care. So me and John became very close and we started dating. Okay, I first saw him in the mall and it was like a group of me and my friends, and we were just like hanging out, and then we saw them in the food court and we went over there and they was like, yeah, you guys are cool, and then he was like, yeah, and I like you, and I was like, you like me? Really? God. So then we just started talking after that, you know, casual, how people just, you know, evolve, start dating. Okay, so we started dating and stuff, and then I went to this party, right? Okay, it was at the Boondocks. It's like this local place where you just throw parties at where I used to live. So I went to the Boondocks. It was like I was getting dressed for it, and everybody else was going to a different party. And I was like, I don't like really hanging out with the older kids. My sister did. My sister's younger than me, okay? She was in ninth grade too, like we're in the same grade. She's like hanging out with, you know, the older kids. And I kind of like sticking to people like near my age, like a year behind me. I don't know, you know, I was weird, okay? So I was like, I don't want to go to that party. I'm just going to go to this party. So I decided to go to that party without any of my friends. I mean, I had my boyfriend there. And I mean, I knew some people around that area, but I didn't grow up with them like everybody else did. So it was kind of like me getting used to these people. So I went to the party, and this girl, Sarah, his ex, was there. And this was like a party before the fight happened. So I went to the party, and after the party, everybody was just like cooling and kicking it, whatever. And she was like putting her thumb out, like acting like she wanted to get picked up while she was outside. I was like, you better stop doing that, laughing with her and stuff. I was like, you better stop doing that before you actually get picked up and snatched away, like being funny with her and stuff like that. Like, because I didn't know that she didn't like me. Like, other people are going to date your ex. Like, you can't be mad about it, right? So she's like rolled her eyes, like just kept going. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm still going to go to sleep at night. So I just didn't worry about it. So then a few days later, she is like telling all of my friends, like some of the people that I grew up with, like telling them like, oh, I should have slapped her. She don't need to be talking to me. Just like talking stuff, right? So then I get on Facebook. This is like back when Facebook was popping, right? So I get on Facebook, and she's like talking mad stuff, like real hard mad stuff. Like it was, I wish I still had the evidence for that, because she was just going in. And then she was like, you're lucky I'm not down there, because she goes back and forth to where she used to live. Well, where she lives, you know, okay? She lives in a different state than what I was in. So she like comes back and forth visiting during the summer and stuff like that. And she was like, you're lucky I'm not there. And everybody was like, she is here. She was at her dad's house. Like, she's lying. And I was like, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not going to press about it, you know, because if she wanted to say it to my face, she would have said it. Like, I'm not going to cry. Come on now. So then she just starts talking even more stuff. And then my sister, she has a bad temper, a really bad temper. So she just like, okay, we're going to go find her. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I'm like, Kayla, calm down. It's not even that serious. But then, you know, I went to see a fight. So I'm like, my sister want to fight you now. I really don't care for you, to be honest, but my sister wants to fight you now. Like, where are you? And she was like, I'm here, I'm there. And she was like just lying a bunch of times. So then eventually we just gave up looking for her, because like clearly she don't want to be found. Okay, she probably gonna hide or seek with us or whatever. So we're just like, forget about her, she's not important. Then a few days go by, maybe a week or so, and I go to a party, another party at the same place. And my sister wasn't there again. She goes to somewhere else to hang out with the older kids, like I said before. So I go to this party, and I'm there with John again. And it was like, she was staring at me. He's like making really weird faces at me. And everybody's like, are you gonna fight her? Are you gonna fight her? And I was like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I really don't care for her that much. But if she wanna fight me, I mean, it's whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, please don't fight me. Like, I thought I was stuck back then. Remind you, this is my first fight. It's not like I had lessons before, okay? I mean, besides my sister like trying to beat me up when we were younger, that was like the only time I've been in a fight, you know? So we're just sitting in the party and everybody's like, oh, when the party's over, like, Sarah, you're gonna get beat up. And I'm like, don't say that, because I mean, I don't know if she's gonna get beat up, you know? So like, don't say that. Quincy doesn't know if she's gonna beat her up. And everybody's just like pumping my head up at this time. I'm like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna beat you. Run, you better run, because I'm going to beat you up. So then, let me tell you, the party's over. And I was like, where is this girl at? Where is this girl? I'm going to find you. Where are you at? And like, she's like running back inside, like getting her friends and stuff like that. And then I'm outside screaming, cussing. I'm in 9th grade. My cuss words aren't even forming right. I'm just like going in and everybody's like, oh, Quincee ain't sweet. She ain't sweet. What's up? I'm like, yeah, I'm not sweet. What's up? Like, just like, everybody's just pumping my head up at this time. And then my sister and her friends come and they like pick me up and drag me to the car. And I'm like, no, where's she at? Where's she at? Forget about that. I'm not even... I'm like just going ham. And then they push me into the car and they're like driving away. I'm like, no, I'm not no punk. Let me out. Let me out. And they're like, Quincee, if we go back and you don't fight this girl, when we get home, we're beating you up. And I'm like, okay, take me back. I want to fight her. So we whip back around the corner and they take me back over there. Everybody's outside and they're like, oh, she came back, what's up, where's Sarah? And I'm like, yeah, where's Sarah? So we whip up into this parking lot. It's not even like a parking lot, it's like a bunch of gravel. And then like everybody's making this huge circle. You know how that goes. Everybody's making these big circles, right? And John is like, really, you're gonna fight? It doesn't really make sense. Like, she just said she was gonna slap you. And back then, when somebody said they were gonna slap you, like, if you're not gonna do it, then like say it. Doesn't really make sense, you know. And I was in 9th grade, like, everybody saying in my ear, like, Quincee, if you don't fight her, then you're stupid. And I'm like, fine, you know, peer pressure. I fought her. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. And she's just like talking and talking, and right now my head's like really pumped up, and I'm just like, come on, like, what are you doing? Like, are you ready to fight or what? Are you scared? And she was like, I'm not gonna fight without my sister. I don't have nobody here. Y'all gonna try to jump me. I'm like, we're not gonna jump you. First, second, you have like a whole line of friends right here that you've known forever. Like, you're always with them. They're not gonna help you. Like, we're not gonna jump you, period. We weren't gonna jump her at all. But if it even came down to that, your friends wouldn't help you. Like, that clearly shows that you don't need to be friends with them anymore, right? So she's sitting there, she's calling her sister. Her sister's not answering. She's like talking to everybody, and I'm like, I'm not trying to run up on her, but I'm like getting close to her, like, come on, like, I don't have all night. I got a curfew. So this girl, she has this girl's phone, and the girl's like, no, don't hit her yet, because she still has my phone. I'm like, that's not your friend. So I'm waiting, like, come on. You're taking all day. So she finally like, okay, you're not gonna run up on me. So she takes off her jacket, and I'm like, about time. And I'm sitting there like waiting. I'm like looking around, and while I'm looking around, she thinks she gonna sneak me. Let me tell you, she thought she was gonna sneak me. She takes full charge. Like, she's right here, I'm right here. She takes full charge, and I'm like, really? And then she tries to hit me. Really? I was like, you hit my shoulder. It's not really doing anything. So I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of people getting into fights. I've watched Bad Girls Club like every season. So I just think I know what I'm doing, but in all reality, I don't. So I'm just like, okay, they say don't pull her hair. But then she like yanks on my hair, so I'm like, okay. So I just hold onto her hair, and then that's when everything goes black. Okay. I literally can't hear anything. I'm just holding her hair, and I'm like, I can't hear anything. I'm just holding onto her hair. Every once in a while when she tried to hit my face, I just bang her head on my shoulder. Like, don't move, don't move. And everybody's like yelling at me like, Quincee, hit her, punch her in the face, knee her. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm so sweet and innocent. I can't make somebody bleed. I'll feel bad. So they're like, just punch her in the face. I'm like, no, that means blood. That means I might break her nose. I might give her a black eye. I can't do that. And I'm just like banging her head on my shoulder. I mean, that can give somebody a concussion. But I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like, don't bleed, okay? So I'm like just doing that. And then they're like starting to break her apart from me, okay? That's when everything comes back to light. My sister is standing next to me with shorts on and Uggs and a hoodie, screaming in my ear like, Quincee, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, okay, wait. And the girl's like, let go of my hair, let go of my hair. And I'm like, do I let go? And everybody's like, no, don't let go, but just hit at the same time. And I'm like, I can't. So then they finally break us apart, okay? And like they let her go, and I got like her hair in my hands. I'm like, ew. And she's like walking around me like slow motion, trying to get away. And it's like, it looked slow motion in my eyes, but in our reality, it was like pretty fast walking. And I'm just like watching her like, you better walk away. I didn't even do any damage, but it's like, you better walk away. You better not say nothing else to me, right? So I walk away, and I'm trying to be like one of them like ratchet girls at the end of the video, like, come on, yeah, that's right. There's like this big pole, this light pole, and I'm like walking around it like I got noodles at home that I want to eat. And everybody like looking at me like I'm crazy, and everybody's like, yeah, Quincee, you did that. I didn't even do anything. No damage was done. I just thought I was the stuff. And we all get back in the car, and she's like walking, and we roll down the windows and like start cussing her out, like, yeah, that's what you get, that's what you get. And then we leave, right? See you later. I don't know what that was either. Okay.